YouTube crew, how is it going? It's Multiplier here in a power stance. A power stance because of how powerful shortcuts are when doing your Ableton live productions. Basically, what I've done is create a list of the 27 most useful shortcuts from the simple to the more powerful and included it in a PDF in a link below. But before you go ahead and download it and take a look at it and learn them all, let me explain why shortcuts are important and also how you can learn them all over, say, 90 days, 3 months, or less if you already know some of them. So, why are shortcuts so powerful? Basically, once they're in muscle memory, there's this really cool thing that happens where all of a sudden you're not even thinking about what you're doing, you're simply creating. Take the example of an audio track. If you're using there's a few ways to insert an audio track. You can go to Insert Audio Track or right-click Insert Audio Track. Yes, that only takes 2 or 3 seconds, but that's 2 or 3 seconds if you kind of thinking about, right, I need an audio track, let's make an audio track. Whereas once you have that shortcut ingrained in your brain, you're literally not even thinking about audio tracks anymore. The whole concept of inserting an audio track stops being a thing. It sounds crazy, but it's literally what happens. Click, click, ideas, ooh, kapow, new audio track. Didn't even have to think. It's crazy. Your brain stops thinking about the technical process of, ooh, I need to insert a rising sweep effect. So I need to have an audio track. So I need to do right-click, insert audio track. All that happens is your brain goes, I need some new space to work with. Brain makes me go, like that. Now, genuinely, I don't even know what buttons I'm pressing. All I know is it's this motion to insert a new audio track. Turns out it's Command T. When you're creating things, you don't want your machine or the whole process of creating to get in the way of actually doing the creating. And even though you're only saving 2 seconds here, 3 seconds here, that all adds up. So all of a sudden, trying out that little bass line or trying out that sample here, duplicating over here with Command D, suddenly if you have to do all that by clicking and dragging and moving this here, right-clicking, going to the top bar and so on, all of a sudden it takes 30 seconds to try something out instead of 4 or 5 seconds. And therefore you try it and then maybe it doesn't work because most things don't work. Then it takes you another 30 seconds to do another one. And all of a sudden you spent half an hour doing not much at all. And all of a sudden you've lost that creative spark. When you're trying out ideas, you want to be able to try them out as quickly as possible. So when you do have that idea for a sort of layer, you want to just duplicate it, insert, done. You can do that in like 6 seconds. You can try an idea out. If it works, great. If it doesn't work, you can very, very quickly try another one. Working fast allows you to try out every single idea extremely quickly. I remember Skrillex saying in a few interviews that one of his biggest skills is how quick he is manipulating Ableton. Imagine I am Skrillex. Luckily, we're identical twins, so that's not too difficult to do. Now also imagine instead of an Ableton push here and a monitor, I have a laptop. Bangarang! Skrillex is one quick producer, that is insane. Seriously though, it is very, very important. And here's how you can learn all these shortcuts in a productive way. There are 27 shortcuts here. Some of them you might know, that's okay. And therefore adapt this strategy to suit the shortcuts that you need to know. 27 shortcuts, 90 days. That is 3 shortcuts every 10 days. 3 shortcuts every 10 days. Download the file from the link below, print it out, and then cut it up into, 9 pieces. 3 shortcuts on each piece, or some other equivalent way. Now, what you need to do is get your telephone, your mobile phone telephone device, with a calendar or reminder function, and set a reminder for every 10 days to change the 3 shortcuts that you're currently trying to learn. And then hopefully if you're using Ableton enough over that 10-day period, they become muscle memory and you're sort of doing things literally without consciously thinking. Triplet grid, kapow, quantize, kapow, show browser, kapow, deactivate, and so on. But actually much, much quicker. Because I was having to talk and sort of do a video, I was taking more time than it actually takes to do those specific tasks. In reality, you're just sort of going, and there you have it. My name has been Multiplier, and I will catch you guys. What do you do, show?